Community College's 2021 Public Safety Training Center Fire School graduation.
Good evening, everyone. If you can all please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, where the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You can all please recite the Pledge of Allegiance with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You can all please remain standing for a moment of silence for all emergency responders that have passed away over this past year, especially remembering the most recent in Bucks County, former Fire Chief Robert Stahl. Thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome everybody to the spring 2021 graduation for the fire school. My name is Matthew Hatrack. I'm the Director of Field Operations for Bucks County Community College Public Safety Program. We are here to recognize the accomplishments of the Milford and the Lower Bucks County classes. The class they attended was 192 hours of training, and they received training in CPR, first aid, hazmat operations, and also 112 hours of a Bucks Basic Fire Academy. There they learned about SCBAs, building construction, ladders, hose management, ropes and knots, search and rescue, ventilation, wildland firefighting, salvage and overhaul, fire control, as well as many others, preparing these candidates for the many hazards that they may encounter as a firefighter in today's environment. The class then finished with the program with a 16-hour live fire structural burn session. The students as a team handled structural firefighting scenarios to bring all of the training that they received full circle. All eligible candidates, when they tested for national certification to meet NFPA 1001 standard, as well as the NFPA 1072 standard for hazardous materials awareness and operations level. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Bucks County Community College, under the leadership of Dr. Stephanie Schonblatt, for their cooperation in allowing us to run these programs year after year. This county is very special because we actually have two fire training facilities, one at our Doylestown facility and one at our Lower Bucks facility down in Croydon. We'd like to thank the Milford Fire Department for allowing us to run the Upper Bucks or the Milford Academy program at their firehouse. Without their cooperation, we would not be able to have this program take place in those areas. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Stephanie Schonblatt, President of Bucks County Community College, to offer us remarks.
Thank you, Matt. Good evening. It's my pleasure to be a part of your graduation ceremony this evening. I want to thank all of the family and friends who are out there on the grass tonight. kind of fun, a little different. Any local fire chiefs that might be here, and our instructors. I know how proud everyone at Bucks County Community College is of our fire schools, our public safety students. All of you sitting in the chairs in front, please be sure to thank your loved ones for their support through this challenging course. I know it's never an easy program, and I'm sure it was a little more difficult this year than most years. You've spent many long hours in the classroom, whether some of it was virtual or not, I'm not sure, and in practical training to get to this evening. And as a result, you join a long and proud tradition of firefighting in our county and our country. I hope that each of you will consider continuing your education through additional training opportunities with your fellow firefighters or through our Credit Fire Science Associate's degree. As I'm sure you've heard before, the more you train, the safer you will be. Each of you has chosen to serve. One of the most important things anyone can do for their fellow citizens. I know I speak for all the citizens of Bucks County in acknowledging our deep appreciation to each of you for making this commitment. Your courage and spirit of volunteerism and public service is really an integral part of the fabric that keeps our communities strong. The college is proud we're able to offer this training to you on behalf of our community. So tonight we celebrate your accomplishments, completing a long and difficult program so that you may keep the rest of us safer. Congratulations, best wishes, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Schamblatt. At this time, we're going to honor the graduates. We'll start with the class from the Lower Bucks County Public Safety Training Facility. As you come forward, please remember you were given a card. If you don't bring your card with you, I'm not going to read your name. So make sure you bring it. I also have to put a disclaimer out there right up front. I'm not from down around this area. I'm from the Cole region. So we don't pronounce names 100% the way everybody else does. If I screw something up, just kick me, throw something at me. But Vinay's my bouncer, so you're going to have to deal with him. All right, so at this time, we're going to start with the Lower Bucks class. I'll move over to the other end of the microphone here. You guys got the directions as you come up to the stage. Enter off of this side, that side. Lower Bucks first. Okay, Lower Bucks, we're going to do you guys first. Sorry. They told me Upper Bucks was, or Lower Bucks was over there. All right, so once we call your name, you're going to come up. You're going to hand me your card. We're going to read your name. You're going to come across the stage, stop at the X for a picture, and then we'll proceed off the stage. All right? Ryan B. Querdley. Christopher L. Barretto. Marissa K. Ramelli. Alexander Merva. Chris Paraday. Max A. Mueller. Charles J. Esbenson. Emily Nelson. Joseph J. Maclay. Hunter Gorski. Dennis R. Kilfeather. Nicholas H. Hill. Dominic J. Vanucci. Justin T. Graham. Brandon S. Go. Kirsten E. Doherty. Frank Verity. Jaden A. Newman. Jacob T. Proud. Ryan J. Goodwin. Jack Devine. Manuel Villa. The lower Bucks class could please rise. Or the upper Bucks, lower Bucks, yep, over here. Come to me. Ryan P. Wance. Luke R. Whalers. Russell B. Yeager. Whitney A. Beshore. Robin L. Housekeeper. Samantha L. Dunkel. Utbal Bat. Tyler F. Corbel. Haley R. Knight. Matthew J. Brunn. Sarah E. Liebel. Rachel A. Slifer. Raymond A. Slifer. Judah E. Whitney. Josh R. Pennypacker. Matthew S. Mays. Please have the students from all the classes please rise. It is my pleasure to present to you the graduates of the 2021 Spring Firefighter 1 program. Congratulations. Graduates, you may be seated. It has become a tradition at the end of every program to present outstanding student awards to the classes. At this time, I'd like to call upon Instructor Joe Kroback to present the Outstanding Student Award from his program.
Hello, everybody. Tonight I have the pleasure of handing out the two Outstanding Student Awards. I will start with the Milford class. Will Rachel Sliffer come up, please? And for the Lower Bucks class, which I had the pleasure of teaching along with some other outstanding instructors, and through much debate, we are awarding the Outstanding Student Award to Lacey Barucci. Unfortunately, Lacey is not here tonight, but we'll make sure that she gets her award.
All right, congratulations to the outstanding students. Congratulations, graduates. On behalf of the staff of the Bucks County Public Safety Training Center, we offer our congratulations to you. We call you graduates, but we're also calling you firefighters. One of the things you need to remember is your training has just begun. You've earned your Firefighter 1. Now your next step is to move on to Firefighter 2, and then move on to the other more advanced programs that are available to you. You've entered a dangerous profession where people get injured and get hurt. Unfortunately, people do pass away. Keep in mind that you've also entered the family of firefighters. This is a series of brotherhood and sisterhood associated with firefighting. I'm going to give you some warning about the familyhood of brother and sisterhood of firefighters. You're always going to find a firehouse to ask directions, no matter what if you're lost. There's always going to be one. Just be careful what directions they're going to give you. We all got smartphones now. Everybody make sure to ask Siri how to get someplace, because the fire company is probably sending you in the wrong direction just because. That's what firefighters do. It's a privilege to be a firefighter. It's great to see sons and mothers in a class. I think that's the first time in my 16 years doing this graduation that I've seen that. I've seen fathers and sons, but I don't think I've ever seen a mother and a son. You should be proud of yourselves. And just so you know, so I can embarrass him, he whispered to me, he said, "I'm really proud of my mom." Wait, I think he might be crying too. It'll be okay. So, as we pass through onto this area, just remember, you've begun your training, as I stated before. It's only the beginning. Those of you that are in here in Bucks County area, you got two great fire training facilities. We have outstanding staffs of instructors. As far as I'm concerned, we have the best instructors, that the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania could offer. I see training throughout all 67 counties in Pennsylvania. And I would take our instructors against any one of those instructors that are out there and work with that. So at this time, I'd like to thank the instructors for their dedication. We even had Instructor Kroback teaching on Zoom. It was a scary moment, I understand. Some of his students had to talk him down off of the ladder a few times, but we got through it. We didn't get hacked, so that was a good thing. I understand there was no Zoom bombs during this class, so that's another good thing. So it was a new adventure for all of us. So be proud of the accomplishments that you did. At this time, I'd like to thank Vinay and his staff for putting this graduation together. Without the dedication of Vinay, Teresa, Kim, Jeremy, who was actually out working at another test up in Northampton County and wouldn't be able to make it here on time. So I told him he didn't have to play Superman and change in the job, Johnny, here. So, but he would have been here as well. I'd like to thank them for their dedication to this program. There's one gentleman that's not here this evening that we all really need to thank as well, and that's Bob Grummeyer, who's the executive director of the Public Safety Training Centers. Without his dedication to the college as well as to public safety, a lot of this wouldn't be able to be accomplished. So we thank Bob and all of his accomplishments. And at this time, I'd like everybody to please rise and offer a round of applause to our college president, who hid from the stage on me. Dr. Stephanie Schamblatt will be retiring at the end of this year, which is our academic year in June. Without her dedication and without her ability to lead us, we wouldn't be able to have the public safety programs that we do or this beautiful college campus that we have. So I'd like to thank Dr. Schamblatt for everything you did. Don't forget about us. We'll still be here, and if we could have a round of applause for her. And there's one last group, graduates, firefighters, whatever title I gave you. Turn around, everybody, and look at those folks out there in the grassy knoll. Without them, none of us would be here. So at this time, students and graduates and firefighters, please offer your family members a round of applause. And as I look out there, I see a lot of youngsters. So did they teach you how to use Zoom? I just need to know. The kids taught you how to use Canvas and Zoom and everything? All right, if you guys can be seated. There's a few other people I'd like to thank in regards to this program as well. Danielle Stebner, our Director of Certification, who is unable to be here this evening. Randy Santone, who's our Assistant Field Director out in the western part of the state, is unable to be here this evening. And the remaining staff that's at the training centers itself. We have Pam and Dorothy and Kayla and Shannon down at the lower end. Without that dedicated staff, we wouldn't be able to do this. Those folks worked remotely throughout this whole thing, and they really never skipped a beat. Last May, we tasked them with registering almost 2,000 students in virtual learning. I thought I was going to get something thrown at me when I went to the first staff meeting, but they got through it and we were able to do it. So I thank them for their dedication and their success throughout this. To wrap up this evening's program, just remember that this campus is here for you. It's a beautiful campus. Once all this COVID-ness and restrictions are lifted, please do come back. During the summertime, this campus offers a lot of various beautiful things to offer us. Behind Tyler Hall is beautiful gardens that you feel free to visit, as well as the other buildings that are there. We mentioned the associate degree program. We do have an associate's degree program in emergency services. So please do look into that, but if that's not the associate degree you're looking into, we have a lot of other ones that are available to you as well if you want to continue on with your education, whether it's in emergency services or in other fields. So once again, on behalf of myself and the staff at the Training Center, I'd like to congratulate everybody. Have a safe evening, and thank you for coming.